I continue my riding. Still no fear and only excitement. Still traveling through the Illinois, and on my way there are a lot of small cities. And at some of them I will be stopping for pictures, videos, lunch, and even a dancing. Stay with me. This is a statue of Gemini Giant at Wilmington, a notable example of Muffler Man. There were a lot of these statues along Route 66 in the late 50s or early 60s, and some owners of these figures personalized them by customizing the clothing or even the facial features. Going further and looking for a nice place to have lunch, and it will be Polka Dot Drive-In, and this restaurant located in Brentwood, and it has been opened since 1956. On the road again, Illinois is very easy to navigate. No hills, a lot of cornfields, and being far away from Chicago and busy roads make my life easier. By the way, I have very limited riding experience, and this is my first bike, Kawasaki Z650, and this is my first year of riding. And believe it or not, but I haven't been on the highway yet, so I'm everything doing the first time. And my next quick stop will be Dwight. This is a small city with a visitor center. Last year I have been here with my friend, and I even left my mark that somebody from St. Petersburg, Russia was here. Now I'm heading to the next city, and I have some time to talk about what you should do when the disaster is happening in all spheres of the life. So again, I looked in the mirror and I saw some particular woman, but not me. Probably I need to show some pictures to scare you. I will do it at some point. So the first thing that I started to do is walking. And every day I was and still walking for 20,000 steps per day. I go out at any weather: sun, rain, snow, heat, freeze, hail, storm. I remember one day my son came to me and asked, "Mom, why are you doing that? It's hail outside." And I said, "Because I want to be a millionaire." The truth is, you cannot reach the financial goals until you achieve a personal victory over yourself. I started to walk in December 2023. I lost 45 pounds and I walked 7 million steps. I feel great. I look great. I came back to myself and to my individuality. And here I look, before and after. So walking is really helping to lose weight, and once you start walking, you fell in love with walk, and you do it and you wait for a single moment, for a single day just to walk. So pleasant to be outside. A quick stop in the middle of nowhere. According to the map, cornfields cover around 29% of Illinois, just less than 1/3 of the state's entire boundaries. The second thing that I started to do is reading. Remember, I'm Russian. I had Russian family, friends, TV, books, business. Everything was in Russian. So one day I said to myself, I live in the United States and no Russian language anymore. I have to work on my English. And now I have the only person that I speak Russian with is my son. I always speak only English. I read English books, I watch news, movies in English, and I noticed how the level of my English has improved dramatically. Now I feel comfortable speaking with anybody and even being on the stage in front of a lot of people. And I do have an accent, yes, and it will be with me for always, but I am absolutely okay with that. Reading for me is essential part of the day. I read every day, and for the whole year I read about 100 books about self-transformation. And I noticed a very interesting thing, that every book that I pick is very helpful at the particular moment of my self-transformation. It's like the progressive learning and teaching. Subscribe to my channel, make a comment that you want to receive a list of these books, and I will send it to you. Believe me, these 100 books, it's a unique tool if you really want to change things. And if you keep reading every day for a year, in 1 year you will be a totally different you.
City of Pontiac. It's so hot.
The first thing I noticed in Pontiac is huge mural that was painted here in 2009, and the old bus and a sign 66, of course. Every person has a weakness. I hate gadgets. Oh my god. How hard for me to learn how to deal with this camera GoPro. I paid for the camera and accessories over $1,000, and I have so much struggle every time when I need to deal with it. I have to put aside all things, turn off the phone, and learn. I don't like this process, but I understand that this is a difficult part of the whole process of my new life. So now I'm trying to figure out why it's not recording. In this town you can find an interesting the Pontiac Automobile Museum, which was opened here in 2011. And you can find classic cars, historical documents and artifacts. It's a very inspirational museum for the future generations of car lovers. You can explore the evolution of the Pontiac brand. Pontiac was a division of General Motors that produced vehicles from 1926 to 2010, known for its performance, stylish designs, and affordability. Pontiac became a favorite among car enthusiasts, especially during its golden years in the mid-20th century. Every person has a fear, and I'm scared of two things. I'm really scared of sharks. I cannot imagine myself snorkeling somewhere in Bahamas. And I am very scared of tornado. Look how scary these skies look. What should I do if I see a tornado funnel? I know that I will have to stop my bike and find like a pit or a pipe and hide somewhere lower than the surface, right? Has anybody watched a tornado? Any recommendations just in case? Please comment. And of course it is rain. So much fun for today. I would say that it is not a pleasant experience at all. There are two problems with that so far. So the first one, I'm wet and freezing, and the second one, I have to be very careful because the road is wet and I have to be prepared to stop anytime. So now I have double concentration on the road and new circumstances. And remember, I started my journey with almost zero experience. I learn as I ride. Arrived to normal and feeling normal at normal. My next stop is McLean. Yeah, the whole route I started today in the morning at the 0 point in Chicago. And yeah, my destination is Santa Monica, California.
Okay.
Okay. So should I put it Russia or Chicago? Because what do you want?
Whichever. Or slash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today is July 10th.
10th, yes, ma'am.
Okay. My goal today is to reach Springfield, the capital of Illinois. I'm so tired. No, I am extremely exhausted. And I still have 55 miles to go. I'm dreaming about nice dinner and of course about nice hotel, comfortable bed and a pillow. But as for now, please enjoy the sightseeing as I am enjoying right now. Okay, where did we stop last time? I was talking about the books. For me, reading is an escape and the opposite of escape. And it's a way to make contact with reality after a day of making things up. And it's a way of making contact with someone else's imagination after a day that's all too real. What book are you reading now? And what book can you recommend? Please comment here. My first book that I read since I have started my new life is Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. At a certain point in our lives, we lose control of what's happening to us, and our lives become controlled by the fate. And this is the greatest lie that people live with. We lose control of our lives because we are struggling to make decisions. We are struggling to make actions. That's what exactly happened to me, and that's what I realized last year. The funny thing that at school I hated two subjects, the physics and chemistry. The first book was about chemistry, and the book 100 is about the physics. But anyway, the book Alchemist is all about keeping forward, about the principle of favorability, about morals and happiness. And the most important thing is about belief that if you really want something, the universe will conspire in helping you to achieve it. Never stop dreaming, never give up, and always remember that the closer you approach the dream, the more complicated the things become. I'm approaching Springfield, the capital of Illinois, the city where the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, began his political career. The city itself is an open museum with a lot of historical buildings that you can enter and explore. Right in front of me, you can see the Capitol building in Springfield. And also you can find here the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum, the Lincoln Home National Historical Site, and the Lincoln Tomb in Oak Ridge Cemetery. And for me, Springfield today is a place to sleep and relax, looking for the hotel and a nice restaurant. That was a long day for me, and now it's time for a cherry and a glass of champagne. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I'm open to all unknown wonders. Stay with me, have a good night, and see you soon.